Is that White Day for Zam? Pretty much. White Day is more fun right now. Zam is okay. White Day I'm really feeling, though. I don't know why. White Day feels good. This game on Steam? Yeah, and it's still on sale, I think. Actually, I'm not sure if it's still on sale. I don't know if it ends tomorrow or if it ended today, but it was on sale for $5. It may or may not be on sale right now. Yeah. Dr. Pepper, it's in my house. Well, it's not a bad thing. 1, 2. Don't forget to update my pinned tweet. I thought I did. Oh, I have a convenience store one. You're right. I have to do that still. Nothing wrong with it. I usually do that after the stream. And honestly, the pinned tweet's not going to matter all that much in a couple days. Because if I get into GDQ, that'll be the new pinned tweet. Chat, I'm hoping we get into GDQ. If I get into GDQ, we're going to fucking party, dude. I'm going to break out the bubbly. I'm going to get a sip of alcohol in my body. I'm going to drink, have fun. Because I will be a runner. I have a bottle of champagne that's been under my desk for years. I'm waiting for this moment to break it out. Actually, I just haven't had a use for it, so it's been sitting on my desk. TOS, you're allowed to drink on stream. You just can't get plastered. And you can't drink alcohol for money. That's the other rule. Just a sip is like just the tip. I don't know about that one. Okay. That's it, man. Already 1 second and a half. This is already really good. I don't know what's with the convenience store, though, man, but with that run, it just gets me moving good. I move good in that run. And honestly, I see a lot of good things coming forward with different speedruns. I guess the neat thing is, and I think my biggest strength as a speedrunner is just being decently competitive in so many different games. I find I'm really good at first-person kind of walking sim kind of games. Like, I wouldn't call this game... Oh my... Fuck off, game. This run's probably reset now. I wouldn't call this game so much of a walking sim as there's a lot you have to do and you can run, but we'll see how this run is. I don't have confidence in this run right now. I can't believe I missed that of all things. I missed the spin. Of all things, the spin I miss. That's how it goes. That was actually pretty good, but I don't know how the rest of this is gonna go. Alright, let's see what we're doing. I've actually had worse runs, so I don't mind it too much. We'll take it. Fuck it. What? It's still not allowed swearing? I can actually explain why that's the case, Epic Flare. And yes, they do, but that actually makes sense. Okay, think about it for a moment. Let's say families are watching GDQ, because they very often are. Runners aren't allowed to swear because people can censor the game as they want. Like, if they see, like, let's say you're a parent and you have some kids, right? Alright, we have, up next, Dildo Destroyer 6000, the game. Okay, maybe as a parent you don't want your kid watching Dildo Destroyer 6000, I'm not gonna lie, right? That makes sense. Up next, Super Mario Brothers 64. Hey, a nice family, wholesome game. My kid can watch that. And then the guy's dropping F-bombs the entire time? You're not expecting that. You're expecting kiddie game. You're expecting children's game. So if anything, the argument should be, if you run mature games, you should get mature language. And if you run kiddie games, you should have kiddie language. Yeah. That was a user on Twitch, that Dildo Destroyer. It might be a user on Twitch. But the GDQ ban on language actually makes sense. I actually don't mind it even, because most horror runners don't have an issue with it. It's only people who run children's games who have issues with this for some reason. Like, no horror runner is ever complaining about the language they can use, because they don't need epithets to make their vocabulary good. That's right, Lonzo. Why do they do that? Riot? How shocking. You missed the leg breaking? No, that's on, technically Monday, isn't it? Or Sunday. Wait, do you mean leg breaking as in the janitor's beating my ass? Or do you mean like Mikey Yama breaking my legs? You tried. I mean the mod's banning you. No, mods aren't banning you. You're fine. You've done nothing wrong, Sweaty. Unless I freaking fudge with him via pinata. You can, alright? Well, yeah, on your own stream, sure, but if you're doing a charity marathon for, you know, good causes, an event for children, 425, it would make sense that maybe you shouldn't be swearing. So that's the logic I use, at least. And I think that's the same logic as well, and they actually explained it this way. So, if you want to argue that, like, people like, you know, Punchy should be able to swear, sure, I think that's the case. And thank you, Hypnotic. It's a good one. But if you want to argue that people like, I don't know, Mario runners, I don't know any Mario runners, I really don't, outside of, like, any. That's pretty rough, but we'll take it. Ah, that's even worse. Awesome games, done profane. Ah, yes, Brizzle, you get it. Right, but that's your family. Hell, I understand as well. My family has always been pretty lenient, but keep in mind, your family is not the norm. Growing up as well, my family was not the norm. There's a lot of families that don't want their kids being exposed to bad language. And as well, if you're wondering, are families watching GDQ? Did I tell you the story of the time I met a family at GDQ? Like, this little girl was waiting in line to play dance game, and like I was like, oh, hey, yeah, if you're polite, you can come in front of me, I didn't mind. And then, I guess her dad came by to cheer her on or something, and he had, like, a kid wearing a Mario hat. Also, just watching the event, there's, like, a bunch of kids asking people like Grand Pooh Bear for their autograph. And, like, meeting up with them. There's a lot of kids at the event. And also, what do you mean, really, Camden? Like, a lot of kids watch and attend GDQ. There's a decent amount. It's not like a bunch, not the majority, but there's a non-zero amount. One family's family against cursing. It happens. Yeah. So... don't get me wrong. Nighttime, there's not gonna be a lot of kids running around, but there is definitely kids running around, especially during Mario Block. That was like literally average. Yeah, that was the weird part. Honestly, no. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to curse. But when I got older, I was more lenient. Most people do not want children cursing. That's not a good thing. Sorry to hear, Elemental. I didn't start, I was actually got in trouble for cursing until I was, like, I don't know, in high school or middle school, even. And then around then, I was a bit more lenient because we were older. I was, like, 0 to 10? Oh, yeah, I would get soap in my mouth, dude. I genuinely have the soap in my mouth as a kid. Okay, that's good. I know which one that is. 4, 2, 5. Yeah, this is still I survived after high school. We still have a rule in the house so we don't swear in front of our grandma. Like, if my grandma's at the house, no one in the house swears. That's child abuse? It was the 90s. Also, it wasn't child abuse. I don't feel like it was. You curse a lot, you don't like it? It's not a bad thing. No. Oh yeah, like here, like I can curse now. Like, in front of my mom and dad, like, there's no problems there. Hell, we curse in each other all the time. It's not bad. And also, when I was in high school, it wasn't bad either. The only thing, though, is, you know, our grandma is more, she's religious, she's, like, older, and it's more of a respect thing than anything else. Like, we don't get in trouble for it, she'll scoff. Like, and then she'll get scolding minorly. But you don't really get in trouble for it, it's more just a politeness thing, and everyone respects it, because, you know, it's respectful. Putting soap in your kid's mouth isn't abuse? I mean, I didn't feel like it was for me. I mean, I don't really have kids, so I don't have an answer to that, nor do I know anything about child raising in the year 2020, because I don't have, well, yeah, I don't have kids. But when I was growing up, I didn't feel like it was a bad thing. If anything, usually I knew I was getting punished, and for good reason. I didn't feel like it was a bad thing. I felt like, oh, yeah, I did something I wasn't supposed to do. It would probably make sense of getting punished for this. Hell, a similar thing, like, if we chewed our nails, they'd put tapatio sauce on our fingers. There's better ways to teach a kid, though. This is also the 90s. I grew up in the 90s. Like, child raising's changed in the past 20 years, believe it or not. So did you? I suppose. 90 what? And honestly, I would say it worked pretty well in that regard. I think my upbringing is pretty good, all things considered. And also, I lived in a Mexican household. Or a half Mexican at least. My mom was Mexican, so. Like, that, I should also mention that part, because that will also play a factor in this. Also, right or left? I'm betting left. 1999 kid? That doesn't make you a 90s kid. It makes you a 2000s kid. Just your opinion? Also, I should mention, my mom was Mexican. Normally, that will also answer that question really quick. Different cultures have different opinions, too. No. Well, Camden, I mean, you're Filipino. So, upbringing is going to be kind of similar to being Mexican, not going to lie. John lives in Win Spoonsy, yep. And you're not, wait, didn't you say, oh, you're Korean? I'm fucking stupid. Korean's kind of similar. I think a bit more strict. Hey, you're Korean, sorry. I'm thinking of Spectralite. My bad. My bad, Camden. Parents are white? Oh. Well, I don't got you got me on that one, then. What's the actual age for growing up? Technically, it's 18. Even then, I wouldn't really count it as 18. Yes, she is. That's not the... That's not it, Chief. Dave Ducci. That ain't it, Chief. That's not the... That's not where it's going. Don't do that. Lay's chips are pretty good. I heard that, Tokyo. I heard that.
What's with you?
Oh, that was actually really good. What's the story of this game? It's a Korean horror dating love sim. So you're trying to get date for White Day, and the school is haunted, and you need to avoid not dying. You need to make sure you don't die. So yeah. The Apollo Legend who made the video, Speedrun for he's bad, terrible. Apollo Legend doesn't like GDQ, so he'd probably make the one who says GDQ is bad and terrible. So I'm not too sure. I think it also depends on generational too, Camden. But yeah, on my end, I definitely had all that. And I'd say my brothers grew up pretty well for the most part. When I try real-world speedrunning, why would I do real-world speedrunning when I was time traveling? I am a man of leisure. I think leisure sounds a lot more fun than speedrunning IRL. Also, what would I speedrun? I can only speedrun my actual things. At that point, I think my life ends up really differently. Time travel as a concept is pretty messy. So I'd rather not worry about that, I suppose. Okay. Key. Life any percent? That's called dying. I don't want to die. That was okay. That would also kind of make sense at that point. Yeah, it's called dying. And I'm gonna do life percent. I like being alive, believe it or not. Okay, 4218, by the way. Alright, that is 4218. That is 4218, cool. Getting driver's license from middle school accident. You have to understand, though, alright, I'm not even going to get into the topic of Hitler, but assassinating Hitler is not a good idea in the sequence of time travel, for a variety of reasons. Hold on, I'll tell you why after 4218. Yeah. Historically, he was a pretty shitty general, and keeping him in power is one of the things that led to, like, the Allies winning World War II. As well, you'd fuck up history putting someone else who's arguably much more ruthless and much worse in power. And you would kind of fuck up the chain of command in every single sense. There's a reason why you don't fuck with the timelines. Don't. And take it easy, the Gatebreaker. Have a good night. And the answer is, can you do something to change history? The answer is no, you don't. Alright, I didn't get slapped, thank God. Yeah, someone who is much, much worse can take charge. And then there'll be major issues. So yes, you go forward in time, but not backward. Why the fuck am I going to go forward in time? I'm already going forward in time as we speak. I'm going forward in time right now, and I don't like it. How's it going, Johnny Aggie? We're having a good day. Mind blown for going forward in time? Yeah, we're all going forward in time. I don't like it. Hell, you can actively see the timer on my screen of going forward in time. Since I started this run, 15 seconds has passed, chat. That's good. This run might be dead after that. Well, I got that at least. We'll see how this goes. I'm probably losing a couple seconds off that, though.
Hee-Min?
You know, Petrom, I like that idea a lot more. Alright, this one isn't as bad as I thought it would be. We'll keep it going. If everyone would rush to use it, they would. Cool. Alright, 4617, yeah? 7582, what the fuck is that? 7582, what? That is strange. 7582, huh? 7582, okay. That's a weird one. I don't like that one. I really don't like that one. Out of the way, you. Not bad. That's not a hype, that's a bad one. I never had 7582. Also portrait. So don't forget it. Alright, let's go. We're doing pretty good here. Exactly, you'll have a lot of people trying to kill Hitler. The answer is don't. It's a weird thing to mention, but trust me, it gets much worse if you try fucking with timelines of any sort. Yeah. Also, even if you wanted to go that route, there's better ways of doing it. Cool. I go with that somehow. Neat. Because I hate the school. That is why I play Vol. We hate this school. It sucks. We're gonna take all their money. I actually like the concept of exploring abandoned schools like this, though. It's fun. Dude, I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to look around the high school to, like, look at things, like, that were a part of the historical area of that school. I was really curious what could be in the area. And I did not find anything of value. I tried, though. I did try. After hours. True. It is indeed after hours. No. Let's go. I tried seeing the school at night. Not particularly. Like, I played basketball there, but that's about it.
This is the artwork.
Barring that, don't got much else. Baby. Oh god, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Fuck. I'm losing a second off that. This is gonna be a good run. I keep pausing on accident, though. Well, let's hope I do well here. I'll say that much. Okay. Should be fine. There's a lot of rumors about every school, I think. Every school's got its rumors. Is there an ooh ghost in the abandoned building? The ooh ghost is in the auditorium. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Dude, this really has me concerned about the stamina system in this game. I wish, like, I'm barely gonna make it. That's good. Sometimes after hours of friends, you found a long underground path where you had to crouch. That's cool. I found all, like, the records, like where they kept those at one point. Nothing new, mind you, but, like, really, really old records from, like, the fucking old days. I mean, like, decades old. That's the coolest thing I've ever found. Old days? Yes, like, decades old. I don't want to say anything in precise amounts of schooling, because I don't want to dox myself, Camden. Oh, yeah, my school happened, originated in this year, in this location, is this name. Yeah, let me just dox myself. That's a smart idea. I didn't open this. That's fine. I'd rather not say where I went to school in any sense. Alright, let's go. I don't know if I'm saving or losing time on this one, but we'll see. Back in the days for color TV. Exactly, you get it. Horror collage? But I went to that was a high school. For the college, I would just... IT. Oh, I actually know someone who watches me, who I also like am now a mutual with, who I went to college with, weirdly enough. Like, if you're wondering, is there anyone from like college and high school who I actively talk to in Twitch? There is one person, barring like friends in chat. Like, there's one streamer I know who went to college. Outside that, I don't know anyone. And I mentioned who it is before, so I don't need to. It doesn't bear repeating. If they show up, they'll mention it. There we go. Barring that, yeah, I don't really know too much more else. And yeah, in terms of IRL friends, in terms of streaming stuff, like, sometimes they watch. It really varies, though. I think, like, Azon probably watches the most out of all the friends. Shiria watches a decent amount. Lunardal and Nove watch about the same. Rain Blue and Chaxman watch decent amounts. Yeah.
Really?
That is pretty neat.
School sure is old enough.
Hold on, skip to cutscenes. Alright.
Come on.
Why didn't you open? Holy fuck. Back in the old days, before color TV. And the internet. Alright, how are we doing on this one? Barely time lost. Okay, this isn't bad. Nice fan service. It's Sexy Santa, Tippo. That is the name of the costume. Santa Claus is your best friend.
I have my reason.
Yeah.
You don't.
Okay, Santa, let's go. Be horrified of color TV, or what black and white TV is. Also, let's try this one. Alright, that was actually really good. That route's way better. Christmas in July? Exactly. I think it's just a less awkward turn for that one. A time for color TV. I only know that because I Love Lucy exists. And I like watching I Love Lucy. That shit fucking bangs, yeah. I Love Lucy is where it's at. Chat, do you love Lucy? This is the question. Hey, I can slap. Fuck yeah. You don't love Lucy? Why? How could you not love Lucy? And I agree, Togeslif. I agree. I thought everyone loved Lucy. I mostly remember I Love Lucy. Oh yeah, the Chocolate Factory episode's a good one. Well yeah, he's ripped, Johnny Aki. He's ripped. I'll show you in detail after this run. It's quite funny. Hey, I still watch it now. I Love Lucy every now and again if it's on. Like, I remember because when I was a kid and I had to stay home from school if I was sick, I would have to stay home with my mom, and then we'd have to watch whatever she was watching, which is always I Love Lucy. She liked watching I Love Lucy. So, I started enjoying the show, because either you enjoy what you're watching, or you go to school. So I enjoyed what I was watching in that sense. Let's go. It's a classic show in all honesty. We're not gonna die to the fire again. I'm literally full health right now. So even if I walk into the fire, I'll be okay. Like, I can actually get really ballsy this run. Also, yes, Snip, it is time for the Pepe D's. Or the ooh spam. There we go. MASH. My buddy genuinely loved MASH. It is the Yoko Ono mixtapes. Left or right? Left. Left. I really hope I get left on the next one, though. Oh, not the next. Oh, actually, yeah, the next one. Good, very good. I was actually almost perfect. I'm getting really good at these now. MASH was really good. I didn't really watch it much myself. My buddy told me all about MASH. I was more of an I Love Lucy kind of guy. Also left, please. Please be left. Thank God you're left. If you're wondering why left is good, you can skip on the left side. You can't skip on the right side. You can only skip left. Playful, you don't like Yoko Ono? Say something nice about Yoko Ono. Let's go. So, I Love Lucy? I Love Lucy is great. Right or left? Right. There's right. Anonymous, name with 100 biddies. It's much appreciated. The anonymous biddies. Let's go. I did miss out. Well, I didn't watch MASH myself all that much. I just had a buddy who really loved MASH. I watched I Love Lucy. Alright, we're home free as long as I make it to the end. I don't know if this is going to get world record or not. There's only one way to know, and that's going to be the very end of the run. This was actually a near-perfect run, though, so I'm happy with it. I'm probably going to save 2 seconds, but they're a full second, so don't worry about them. Now that she's spinning around, that's actually a really good one. One.
Yeah.
2.
I'm really. Well, I think.
Cool. That might be it, chat. That might be it. Show me. That's it, baby. That's my 3 fucking seconds. We are back in business. We're in this shit. Sweet indeed. The double. He gets the double. The 2-time world record holder of White Day now. Ooh. I don't know why I made that noise, but we got it. That's a 2708. A 2708. That is the jam right there, man. You were here? I'm glad. I'm glad you were here. Beautiful noise? It is a beautiful noise. I'm not even kidding. This is actually a competitive run, too. Dude, this one, I had to beat... You know how many times I've beat the White Day world record? A lot at this point. Thank you, chat. I get sub 27? I don't know if I can. Dude, I'm within 18 seconds of my sum of best. You know how good 18 seconds of your sum of best is? That's really fucking good. And I'd have to save at least 6 more seconds. Which, in fairness, could be saved, especially in the early game, but, oh god. And I've not played the Coma series. I've not. I've never played it. Holy fuck, though, we got it. If anyone wants to be in the VOD, well, make sure you chat, or you, do something. I'm letting this up for a while. That was a good run. The double. He gets the double. Dude, this is the set. Where's the picture? Oh, it's coming. Remember, 2704.